Hi, my name is Larry Rutan. I want to show you an example of grossly lopsided justice and alimony. Florida law backs up my assertion. Unfortunately, current laws use very vague terms that allow almost any ruling. In my case, one person admits fraud, adultery, and dishonesty. Then that person is given a big cash settlement, a home, and alimony until they die. They are also freed from all marital debt and liabilities. I was found to be absolutely honest, but still given all the marital bills and liabilities. The alimony for my ex was to make sure that she had help with her costly and pleasant lifestyle of vacations, cosmetics, grooming, clothing, entertainment, and a lot more. The judge overlooked my clear evidence showing that it was almost impossible for me to keep up with the bills. First off, alimony should never be granted when a payer is giving overwhelming debt and work from the marriage, especially when the other person is given no debt or work. The judge gave me $1,115,000 of debt and $728,000 of interest. The judge was told I had to sell my IRAs, borrow money against credit lines, run up credit cards, and sell property to keep up with the bills and legal fees. The judge knew I couldn't afford a lawyer because I didn't have one. At this very same time, he gave my ex $81,000 in cash from an escrow account. Part of that money was supposed to have gone to me. I'll work to 90 to pay these bills and be debt-free. Debt-free, just like my ex is right now. Another $108,000 debt was added to my problems by the judge. That money was for mutual legal fees that we agreed to share. The judge decided that I should pay all $108,000 myself. Delaying a hearing is another way to deny justice. I had to wait 5 months for a hearing request for my expedited emergency alimony relief. The other lawyer's $81,000 hearing request was granted the same day and time as the request was made. In other words, I'd like to have a hearing and stamp, okay, you can have the hearing. This is all in the records and it can be verified. This is certainly not equal justice. Secondly, alimony should not be given to a person that has $240,000 to draw from. The judge gave my ex a $240,000 settlement. I requested to pay settlement costs instead of alimony, but the judge denied my request. This alimony is unnecessary and an extra burden for me. It is also a cash bonanza to the ex who got the $240,000. To date, I've paid $76,300 in alimony payments. Settlements can also be abusive. This is exactly what happened to me. The judge could have given my ex $91,000 or a $240,000 cash settlement. $91,000 would have divided the workload, allowed her to earn her own money, and separate the marriage. The $240,000 would have given me the entire debt and workload. The judge decided to give her $240,000. Along with that, she also got a beach house with me paying her mortgages and taxes. She was allowed to work a part-time job well below the $30,000 career that she could have gotten. I was given a 7-day work commitment. Item number 3, marital betrayal, honesty, and poor marital conduct should be absolutely factored in when deciding if alimony should be awarded. This is a photo of my ex and her new boyfriend that she had the affair with. I'll talk about that in a little bit. During the trial, she admitted committing marital fraud on 4 different occasions, dishonest testimony, and an affair. After a year-long investigation, the neutral, forensic CPA testified that I was absolutely honest, trustworthy, and straightforward. This was all overlooked. She got a big settlement. I got the bills to pay until I'm 90. This is a photograph again of my ex and her new boyfriend that she had the affair with. And if you look real closely, you're going to see that he is a lot younger and better looking than me. I think this photograph explains a lot about this divorce, and it should be taken into consideration. Marital contributions from each person should absolutely be factored in when deciding if any alimony should be awarded. It is completely unfair to ignore a person's hard work that improved the marriage. In my case, her own testimony and my overwhelming evidence showed that my contribution was the absolute driving force to this marriage accomplishments. I testified in court that I tried to get her to help. Even the judge talked about her work habits, saying it will give her something to do. This is not the 1950s. She had plenty of time on her hands. Both of us contributed to taking care of the home. As for the marital commitment, keep in mind, she is the one who had the marital affair. I was the one deemed absolutely honest by a neutral third party. Everything I told you can be verified in the public records. What I can't verify is what the judge told me before the trial ever began. He told me that this was an alimony case, not a property case like I filed. There are many lopsided and unreasonable alimony cases on the books. This makes me to believe that it must be beneficial to award alimony. The question is why? This three divorce has rewarded lawyers on both sides with big paychecks. By the way, the O.J. murder trial lasted only a little over a year. My divorce trial has gone on for over 3 years. Despite equality and evidence, some lawyers can persuade judges so convincingly to award alimony. I'd like to know how this happens. Alimony payers suffer greatly because they have to support two families. The only way to improve their life is to restart the alimony legal battle again. The cycle continues, and the only loser will be the person that is forced to pay for two families. To me, it seems like alimony is the gift that just keeps on giving to lawyers. I hope you can see that the family court system is not as lily white as they appear to be. I have much more I could tell you about this case, but we're only talking about alimony abuse today. Thank you so much.